Now tell me, David, where else have we seen paper flat 2D characters in a 3D environment? What big franchise does this now?
Oh God. I wanted to say Cuphead, but that's all 2D, right?
That's all 2D.
Oh God, you're putting me under pressure now. 2D in a 3D environment, 2D in a 3D environment. You've lost me.
Paper Mario.
I was going to say Paper Mario because I just
don't doubt
Paper
yourself,
Mario
David. You gotta believe.
So damn it, I gotta believe. Oh yeah, PaRappa. I should have had you on my shoulder.
Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of everyone's favorite podcast, the Critical Arcade Podcast. I'm your co-host, Nick.
And I'm Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Nick, you well?
Yes, I'm well. Dave, can you rap?
You've heard my voice. You've heard how I speak. Of course I can rap. No, I can't.
Is it because you're English? Is it because you have such mastery as a British Englishman that you can rap? That you can freestyle on the giddy? I don't know what that is.
I'm one of those people who listens to Eminem, right? And I know the lyrics, right? And I mouth it and I think, yeah, I could knock this out. This is easy. I know the words. But, and I swear this is a thing, my mouth is too big. So I can't do that rapid lip movement that does like Rap Monster or whatever else that the big songs. I cannot say the words fast. I can only say the words like clearly. I can't say it like I can I can be nice and clear when I say them, but I can't go so no, I can't.
Whoa, that almost sounded like it.
Yes, that was basically the first 16 lines of Rap Monster.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I was making a joke, but you're serious.
No, I'm not serious.
You really sounded
rap.
like you were.
I know. I've got.
Can you freestyle?
No, I can rhyme. I swear with some rap today, that's all you really need to do.
You just rhyme
words.
Just
and everybody's
rhyme
like, whoa,
insults.
that's so crazy. They just rhymed cow with like now and then sow and then just went to buy a plow. Wow, it's just crazy.
Wow.
That's so good. But no, I can't rap. Can you rap?
No.
Oh,
I'm not even going to pretend. I'm as white as they come.
I thought you were going to say, now you ask, David. Actually, I just dropped this
Now that
album.
You ask.
Yeah. Like,
now that you
it's
ask.
It's inspired by Tupac.
Sit in the chair and bask.
Nice.
That's
yeah, no, I gave
Drinking from the water in your flask.
Nice. That was even, you almost did like a New York type style, like spin to that. I liked it. Now, I think like every kid, you like rap. I like rap now, but then you realise there are just so many people better at it than you. So you just go, I'll give it up. They can do it.
And also, if you can't rap, you just sound dumb.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, if you can't rap or think you can rap, you probably can't. Yeah. And people are just going, that was good. Well done.
And I think that's going to be a point of conversation throughout this entire hour. Dave.
Well, of course.
How about you tell us, what was this week's game?
Well, this week's game, as I preluded before, was a game I played years and years ago, which was, when was this released? 1997, right?
Yeah, yep.
I remember picking up this game from Blockbuster Videos, which is, if nobody knows what it is, it was a place where you could rent DVDs, movie series and games. You went in there, you paid a couple of quid, and you could rent it for the weekend. And this was one of the games I picked up because I think it was popular at the time, and I thought, yeah, I want to play that on my PlayStation.
Yeah,
and
this dog's a rapper. I'm cool.
Right. It's PaRappa the Rapper.
Nice.
Wow. And I'm sure that for anybody who's relatively old or my age, that probably everybody's heard of it. I think you'd have heard of it back then if you played it. That's up or down, because there was a bunch of other games that came out in 1997 that, in my opinion, were a lot better than this. But this was developed by, I'm going to say this wrong, by a company called Nanaosha.
Nanaosha?
Right, yeah, it was developed by Nanaosha.
Have they made anything else?
No, sadly. Again, I always get kind of sad when I see the companies no longer existing. They did release PaRappa the Rapper 2.
Great,
and another relatively, I've never heard of it, but well-known kind of rhythm style game called Jamalami.
Jamalami. Yes.
Have you heard of that?
I've not heard of it, but upon doing research for this game, that's set in the same quote-unquote universe as PaRappa the Rapper.
And isn't that based on like acoustic guitars? I just saw a cat with a guitar, and I just figured this must be more like acoustic and laid back.
So I think that's the same.
Never heard of it.
No, same. But I think that's Katie Cat, who's the same cat friend as in PaRappa the Rapper.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's right. I know. Is it really? I did not know. That's kind of a cool crossover. So they actually tried to form a universe in regards to rapping. I think so,
or just a franchise at least.
Yeah, fair enough. And this a lot of people would claim this is the first ever rhythm game, like mainstream rhythm game that kind of came out.
Yes, copying all the same things that we recognize in rhythm games today.
Yeah,
the music track,
exactly.
all the different button presses tied to the rhythm and the melody of the songs played.
Which is kind of cool. Sense. It's always good to like find like the origin to like the games that are popular now in regards to Hero.
Yeah, and what kind of originated the genres.
Yeah, exactly. That's always a fun thing to go down. Another intriguing thing I thought I didn't really understand why his name was PaRappa. I know that rhymes with rapper.
Yes.
So I was like, did you find out what PaRappa is? It's kind of cool. It makes sense later on. Yeah.
What? Because it rhymes with rapper, isn't that it?
No.
Is it Japanese for I gotta believe?
He does say that a lot. Jeez, that last rap was insane. I know. PaRappa in like an old variant of Japanese actually means paper thin, which makes a lot of sense in regards to the visuals of this game. But it means very thin, as in like the thin wrapper around like the candies and stuff they had back in the day. It's like a sugar paper type thin, like tracing paper thin.
Okay, so it's got layers. Cool. So you're telling me this game is layered? Right.
It is. They put some thought into it.
Again, how dare you?
I know. Another thing I thought was kind of strange, when making this game, right? They made the game, they filled it out, they got this little rapping dog, right? And it was aimed at children, right? Which makes sense to some degree because it's kind of a cartoonish thing.
Yeah.
But all the developers of the game said there's no way in hell a child can complete this game, right? It's the level of not complexity, but it was kind of tough to the
level of accuracy you'd need to finish a level.
They said it's aimed at children, but children won't really be able to complete it, so we don't really know what it's aimed at. Was kind of their spiel at the end of the day.
But this being the first rhythm game, there hasn't been something before this that people can kind of recognize. Oh, it's this type of game, a platformer, an RPG. Right. Oh, I know this type of game. So kids wouldn't have known what this was.
Yeah, and it's another one of those games you need that you need a manual for.
Yeah,
which I found out very early in playing this game because you do need a manual. At least I did. Maybe it's just me. But another really weird thing, it's funny to go back to 1997. I was 10 at that age. You were what? I don't know, 6 minutes old or something like that. You were 4. And it's crazy to think this game. Do you know of Electronic Gaming Monthly? It was kind of like an old school magazine type of thing, and it was kind of a big publication back in the day.
I might.
You may have not got it out here, to be honest with you, because South Africa being South Africa. But this game was awarded the most original game of the year, the best music, and best mascot, beating Lara Croft and Crash Bandicoot. Sorry.
Yes.
It's just loopy to me.
I'm not surprised.
Do you like him? Are you a fan of PaRappa?
Yes. I love PaRappa.
Do you like you played this game and you've fallen in love by the sound of it?
I have. I've absolutely fallen head over heels for PaRappa the Rapper.
No.
Yes.
Because, ladies and gents, when I rented this so many years ago, I didn't like this game. I played it for
Were you a child?
Yeah, I was a child. Mere child. Didn't like it. Obviously, it was too hard for me. Picking up this game, well, how many years later is that? Like 20-something years later? I still don't like it. I tried. There were bits I liked, but granted, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just getting too old and grumpy. Should we jump into the narrative for
Let's
for
do
what
it.
is?
Let's do it. It's almost been 10 minutes. So, the
Right.
narrative.
Well, for the narrative, again, this is kind of aimed at kids, so you don't expect anything fully fleshed out. You play PaRappa, a paper-thin rapping dog
Yep.
who kind of fancies a girl called Sunny Funny.
Kind of fancies. No,
Okay,
he's got a big fat old crush, baby.
Okay, he's got it hard for Sunny Funny.
He is very hard. Got it very hard, sorry, for Sunny Funny.
But of course, just like any other love story, there's another guy in the mix called Joe Chin. It's almost like the stereotypical guy, right? Rich, self-centered, loves himself,
just big
gets
old
all
puffy
the girls,
chest.
right?
He talks like this, and he's got money and fame.
Exactly. But by all accounts, of course, what else are you going to do as a little dog who wants to win over their loved one is learn karate.
Yeah, learn
Get a
some
license,
self-defense.
You know, crash the car, go to a flea market, have a birthday cake and cook it, even though it's a really weird birthday cake.
A seafood cake.
Right? I didn't even understand why that was the case. It was a chicken. I don't know. And it wasn't even fed to like something that eats seafood. It's a sunflower.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Maybe that's why I didn't like. I was trying to run these like, you know that meme of the guy with the red tape from Angry Boss, or what was that? God damn, now I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
you know the scene where you make a pinboard, right?
Yes,
I was
yes.
trying to make sense of what was going on, but I just couldn't.
No, I get it. Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's right. That's it. That's right.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. It does have layers because the seafood cake. Seafood is considered even very expensive. And do you know the name of the chicken chef?
No, I didn't. I just thought it was a chicken.
Cheap,
what was
cheap. Spelled CHEAP.
Of course. Okay. Of course.
So.
Such layers, such delicately woven narrative just put into
layers. PaRappa the Rapper.
And one thing I must admit, there was one aspect of the narrative of this game that I can actually relate to, and I think every man can somewhat relate to in regards to going.
I know what
dates.
you're gonna say.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Is needing a dump.
Needing to take a shit.
Right, yeah. So it wasn't just me. It was probably the most relatable thing of the entire game, where he's trying to. Like, every guy holds a fart. You know, doesn't want to pollute the toilet if that place, right? And I thought, wow, now it's hitting the real issues. Having to escape the bowels, and then quickly rushing up to a gas station toilet, and then having a queue. Wow, now that is cinema. That was pure. Like I felt those moments.
It's so great. On your way back from your picnic with Sunny Funny, you make the manliest face because you're gonna crap your pants, and that is when Sunny Funny falls for PaRappa the Rapper because he looks so manly.
I know. Yeah, he's changed. She even says that. Wow, he's changed.
So he fills up the tank, flips a coin to the jockey filling it up. He runs to the back, and there's a queue.
Right, the drama.
And you failed that song. You know what happens when you fail that song?
Actually, I don't. You just crap yourself.
Yes, you just crap yourself.
Whoa.
You just straight up crap yourself at the back of a gas station. But they don't show PaRappa crapping himself. They just zoom in on his stomach.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a rocket lifting off.
Okay, let me just point out, he's a dog.
He's a dog.
He can crap outside.
He's not just any dog. He's PaRappa the Rapper.
That's true.
He knows karate. He knows how to make a cake. Sell some things.
This is going to sound like spoilers. So spoilers ahead. The end of this game was kind of sad. Like the very end, after the climactic bit, I'll give you the climactic ending was pretty cool. It wasn't good on the ears, but it was cool. And then afterwards, they go to the movies.
Yeah, I disagree.
Oh, what?
I disagree. I thought when this ended, hell yes, again, please. The climax was the last song. The climax was PaRappa on stage with MC King Kong,
right.
And all the other characters from this game. Just having his big ballad rapping on stage for everyone to see. Sunny Funny is in the crowd. Katie Cat. Even BJ's in there. Everyone's looking at PaRappa the Rapper having the time of his life on stage. It is climactic.
It was. It's very like 80s, 90s cartoons.
Yes.
Right? And like movies.
Yes.
Be it the Karate Kid, him doing the crane kid, and all the oh no, but now he's cool. He's going to take to the stage, and Back to the Future, like Marty McFly when he does the riff on the guitar. But okay, I don't know where we're going now. Narratively, the song was just bad. I hated the song.
Nope.
The last song.
Nope.
One of the words he rhymed is redeem.
It's good.
It's not. It's gotta. What was it? I can't even remember what he said. No,
I know what he said.
Redeem?
I gotta believe.
Okay, yeah. I gotta believe. His next one.
I gotta believe.
He changed the words, right? I'm not getting mad.
No, he didn't. He just said, I gotta believe.
I swear mine said he'd gotta redeem. His last word is gotta believe.
Yes.
It was like
okay, man, I just heard I gotta believe, and that's good enough for me.
You were just in the zone. You were just feeling the vibes. You were
Listen,
like, hell yeah.
We'll get into it, but yes, I was absolutely in the zone. I was in the zone for this entire game. My head was bobbing up and down. I must have failed the first song 10 times.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on the first song.
I did not stop jamming out. It was so much fun.
I'm kind of glad that this game from 1997 has hit you as a grown man now, by all accounts.
Yeah,
you can't. I was expecting you to say, "Oh no, I liked it, but my kids they loved it. They loved watching Daddy play this game." But it sounds like you were like, "No, kids, go away. I'm PaRappa the Rapper, I'm in the zone right now."
Who's got to believe? That's right.
That's right.
I gotta believe.
I'll give you narratively, it kind of has a nice story. Like you can do anything. Go get you want, right? You know, kind of believe in yourself, right? I do like that side.
It's structured like one of those Saturday morning cartoons, one of those episodes from beginning to end. It's very 90s in tone, even logic.
In tone, in accents of the people, in kind of some racial stereotypes. Just
that's what I was gonna say. There's
some
some racial stereotypes in this game that you can't get away with today.
No, yeah, I'm about to say, you go, oh, all right, okay, I understand, but no, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
No, can't.
Okay, anything else narratively you want to say? Because it's kind of like
yes.
Go on.
I do have some criticism. I think the love story with Sunny Funny lacks some depth.
Okay. You comparing it to things like I don't know, Uncharted and
I'm comparing it with love stories because Sunny Funny only liked him when he wanted to take it, when he wanted to crap his pants.
She was a bit shallow. She was.
Yeah. When all of a sudden. The dump has been taken. She lost interest. She even said so.
That was the weird. It was like the stress of him needing to crap was what she got turned on by. Right?
It's just the same old PaRappa.
But isn't it crazy they put that in? They put that in I don't like him anymore.
It was a choice to put him in. I don't like him anymore because he shat.
Right? And he's just a dog and I'm a pretty flower.
Yeah. But after that, as a lead up to the final song, okay, we are spoiling PaRappa the Rapper. Who cares?
Well,
he's taking her out on a date, and he's like negotiating with her dad.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
He brought flowers. Her dad says, "Be home by this time." That's a real date.
I'm not trying to be funny. He brought flowers to a flower. That could have been her niece.
Yeah.
Right? He killed flowers. It's the equivalency of you just like bringing up a dead body and saying, "There you go. Now come on the date with me." I was like, "Whoa, that's a big move to give a flower to a flower."
Didn't even realize,
right?
But yes, he did that, and he
that's
still got away with Sunny Funny.
I know, right? And he did.
And they went on a date, and then imagine you're on a date, and this girl just climbs up on stage and starts rapping with the main show.
That's a great moment. There's no doubt that had the warm fuzzy feels right in it, right?
But for that single moment at the gas station when Sunny Funny feels disappointed that it's the same old PaRappa, I don't know. Slightly took me out of it.
It's almost like it's I feel like this isn't this the same story as 8 Mile? Did Eminem just rip off PaRappa the Rapper, right?
He must
actually think about it. Just a down and out worker, had a girlfriend, didn't know how to make it, then he became a great rap star. Exactly what PaRappa the Rapper kind of did in this.
The real origin of Eminem is
we should
PaRappa
point this out to the people. They need to sue him. They could make millions.
We did it. We solved it. The question of the century: where does Eminem get his inspiration? PaRappa the Rapper.
Exactly. My pin board now. I can just draw a big red circle around Eminem and be like, yes, worked it out.
It's been solved.
Nice. Anything else narratively you did? Or did not like
no, I gotta believe.
Okay, visuals. Now this, I think we both gave half decent marks to.
Yes, because if these visuals are anything, it's original.
Yeah, and you got to take into account, ladies and gents, we can't compare it to today's visuals. You got to compare it to 1997, what they kind of had back then, right? And this was fun. I'll give you the visuals here were kind of fun. They were
kind of fun.
Slightly racist.
Okay, yes.
You can't hide the fact it's slightly racist. But no, they were a lot of fun. And the paper thin kind of like Paper Mario aspect, the whole thing was kind of well played with. One of the friends at the end was a boombox. That was the first. I don't know why everybody else is a living animal, but one of the friends going into the cinema was a boombox.
Do you know what that boombox's name is?
No.
Canonically, that boombox has a name.
What was it? How did you
Boxy Box.
Wow, big brain. Whoa.
I'm not making that up.
Did you look that up? Did I miss the reference to Boxy Box?
No, I looked it up.
You looked it up? Wow.
Yes.
You saw the boombox too and thought, what's his name?
Well, what's his deal? What's going on with the boombox boy?
Well, fair enough.
Boxy Box.
But visually, what did you think?
I thought so it was very original. And I took a look at when this got released, right? This was a paper flat. These were some paper flat 2D characters in a 3D environment. Now tell me, David, where else have we seen paper flat 2D characters in a 3D environment? What big franchise does this now?
Oh, God. I wanted to say Cuphead, but that's all 2D, right?
That's all 2D.
Oh, God. You're putting me under pressure now. 2D in a 3D environment, 2D in a 3D environment. You've lost me.
Paper Mario.
I was going to say Paper Mario because I just mentioned
don't doubt
Paper
yourself,
Mario
David. You got to believe.
So, damn it. I got to believe. Oh, yeah, PaRappa. I should have had you on my shoulder. Yes, Paper Mario, of course.
I Googled, when did the first Paper Mario game release? Conveniently, the first Paper Mario game released 3 years after PaRappa the Rapper.
Nintendo, we see all.
You know where I'm going with this. The fact that the first Paper Mario got released 3 years after this goes to show you what a pioneer PaRappa was in the 90s.
Yeah, I can see that. I think you're right.
It's very plausible that PaRappa the Rapper and its visual style is what inspired Nintendo to make one of Mario's biggest franchises today.
And that stylistic aspect was actually Rodney Allen Greenblatt, I think his name was.
What?
He was a big children's book designer back then. He was actually kind of famous for the children's books and drawings and stuff. And he was
nice. Okay.
He collabed with this game, so it was kind of his style and
that's great. That's good. That's
charm, so to speak.
But it feel when Sony gets the right talent to get on board for these types of projects, it definitely comes across.
I know it's hard. I know we watch nostalgic in regards to like the 90s and 80s and the PlayStation 1, but they really did just get really cool people in a room.
Yes.
And build something. Which seems, again, we've talked about today, that seems to get lost in a lot of other stuff. But they really did just get a bunch of people who were passionate and go, let's try doing this, let's try doing that. Let's make it a game.
it's not just Sony that did this. Konami did this as well.
Right,
they took a chance with Hideo Kojima, who made the first Metal Gear Solid, coincidentally also in 1997. Konami also just got a load of people in the room and called them Team Silent. What did they make? Just the most influential horror franchise.
Yes, got it. I feel so... I believed and I got it right.
Believe!
PaRappa, thank you. But on that same note, visually, I had to dock it some points because, like you said, in 1997 for the PlayStation 1, we got Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Final Fantasy VII, Crash Bandicoot 2, the original Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat 4.
Whoa!
These were all very visually kind of like peak gaming. This was the big gaming visual games for the year. So it was kind of hard to compare this one to those ones.
I get it. I get it. I'm not gonna say that this isn't, or this is a visual powerhouse. It definitely isn't. What PaRappa's I think strong points is in the visual department is not its fidelity, but its style.
Yeah, it has got its own style. I agree. Kind of like
it's very original, and it oozes 90s energy. Like you said, weird, 90s, experimental, racist.
Yeah, just like I had stuff written down, which I thought, no, I can't include that. I can't include that. That's just a bit too racist for our super popular, well-known podcast that everybody listens to.
Yes, including Barack Obama.
Yeah, no, of course he does. He sent us a DM just the other day. He loves it.
The Pope. They all listen to this.
That's right. He poor guy. He was a big fan of ours until he passed away. But it is hard to compare. I agree. It's got its own style. It's got that lovely storybook that you'd stay up at night and read to your kids type feel.
Yes.
Right. And I do agree that there's got some charm. It's bright colors. It's there's a lot of good there. There is a lot of good there.
There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of fun going on.
Yeah. And some racism, just sprinkled over the top, just a little bit, just as inherent racism.
It stays funny.
It does. No, don't get me wrong. Barrett in Final Fantasy VII. Whoa, I can see why they cut some of his voice lines out of the new one. His old voice lines in Final Fantasy VII, or written text at that point, they went a bit far in the old narrative of. I
can only imagine.
Yeah. Anything else visually you like?
No, I think we can move on to the big one.
Now this is the big one I think we disagreed on score wise.
Yeah.
Okay, not a big gap, but I cannot believe, ladies and gentlemen, he gave this a 9 out of 10.
I did.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll
do it, and I'll do it again.
But okay, I wrote some. I had to write down some of the lyrics he sung.
Yes.
One of the lyrics was "Money, money, money is all you need."
That's right.
And now he's on the run. You
need to do it. You need to sound like Shaggy.
Right.
Money is all you need.
Yeah, and of course the chameleon's trying to rip everyone off, which I just thought. Chameleon. Okay.
You mean Prince Flea-tastic. Prince Flea Swallow.
Well, ladies and gents, he was a chameleon, so there's a degree of like narrative sense to that name.
What are you talking about? He swallows fleas and he's at a flea market.
I got you, but are chameleons known to eat fleas? I give you the flea
are known to love
insects.
Money is all you need.
I'll give you. I've written it down. The music is still catchy, right?
Hell yeah.
It's got a great beat. It's stylistic in regards to, like I say, one being reggae, one kind of being kung fu fighting-esque, I suppose, in regards to the Onion.
Yeah.
The last song being the epic song that it was, because it was PaRappa freestyling himself.
Yeah, cool. With MC King Kong.
One of the lyrics was, "Breaking out was the name of the game for me. You." Was literally, I didn't understand what he meant. Was he, why is it breaking out for me? And then he just goes, you. Again, this could be me and the pinboard.
He must be referencing himself and PaRappa.
No, it was PaRappa singing it. He was referencing me as himself in the song.
Me and you. Yeah, the crowd. He's looking at the crowd. Every time he says you, the camera has a different angle. He's referencing the crowd.
Is the crowd breaking out?
With him?
Is the crowd breaking out?
This is the big final climax.
I was like, what's going on? It's his big moment, and some of the bits were good, and some of the bits were like, whoa.
All of the bits were good.
No.
Yes.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
Redeem. You've gotta reshape or whatever. Some of it was good though, because it was like that whole like, don't let things stop you, climb, jump over any obstacle. It was there was like some nice morals to the lyrics.
Yes.
Except for flea market people are gonna rob you blind and run away with the money.
Aren't they?
Chickens, that's what I got from the song. All Asians, are good at kung fu and can teach you kung fu by all accounts. And
that's
onions.
not been debunked.
No, it's very true. A chicken was a chef. And
Correct. Correct. The chicken was a chef, because if we think about the most eaten meat across the entire world, it is chicken.
That's true, and you need eggs for baking, right? That's what I thought, because she makes her own eggs and she bakes. Yeah. So
it makes complete sense to me.
My favorite character, I'll give you, was the driving.
Same. Instructor Mussolini.
Yeah, and the end lyric being "Stop." So like, what's wrong? I forgot to close the door.
You forgot to close the door.
Oh, did he forget to close the door?
No. That's what they say.
Oh, okay.
Stop the car.
I was like,
guess what? I forgot to close the door. And then PaRappa says, you forgot to close the door.
And she's testing you. She's putting you through the driving license test, and she doesn't know her door's open.
And that's when we all laugh, because this is a Saturday morning cartoon. It's true, and it's tongue-in-cheek.
I might be looking into... But I swear that was just to rhyme. They could have narratively taken it and said, stop, like, zebra crossing. Actually laid it down in some like driving license type things you need to learn of the rules of the roads. But no, I left the door open. But maybe I am trying to look for more like in-depth things in, like you said, a children's narrative to some degree.
Yeah.
Audio-wise, though, I'll give you kind of catchy. But you being the audio man, what did you actually think, like musically?
Musically, I think it was great. Musically, when I say boom, 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 you say bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, I remember that bit too.
No pause in between. Come on, let's jam.
That was good. Those were good. Those are like old school 90s lyrics.
Musically, I think the lyrics are great. The rhymes are good.
Yeah.
I think the tracks that they created were exceptional.
Okay, in what way? I get, like, I'm going back to the 1990s. I get that we got limited space on the discs. Yeah. Like, were they exceptional just, like, musically? Were they actually kind of, like...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They were made...
I missed then.
Very catchy.
Okay, yeah, of course, that I agree.
They had, as you mentioned before, just each song felt like a different genre.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Yeah.
As you mentioned. It's so... Not just that, but each song had 4 tracks. Layered's not the word, but they had 4 tracks. So when you were rapping good, bad, or awful, it would play a different version of the same song.
Yes,
which
that's
would
right.
use
That's right.
different notes, different phrases. It would have squeaks and honks added to it to indicate that you were rapping bad or awful.
Yeah. That's true. I actually
didn't
wasn't
just the same.
Now you say that, I didn't even notice that, but you're right.
Yes,
now you say that, it does do that. That's true.
It's because it's done so effortlessly that you don't even notice it, but you can hear when you are rapping bad or awful.
Yes, exactly right. You can. You get frustrated because you're thinking, I'm not doing this right. I'm not going to pass the level requirement because the music, like you said, the music tells you during the proceeding of
much
it, right?
like the audio for most games, the music is telling you without taking some of your visual realism.
No, that's very true.
There is only a limited amount.
I didn't notice that, but you're absolutely right. That is kind of cool. That is kind of a clever idea.
An essential rhythm game mechanic is being taught to PaRappa and the player in each level, which is something I also only noticed after finishing the game. In each level, of the first 4, mind you, you get taught a different rhythm mechanic.
Okay, yes, yeah.
So the first one with Master Onion, he teaches you the essentials. Chop, kick, it's all in the mind.
Pose. Yeah, it's true.
Duck, duck, pose.
Yeah.
Those are the essentials, and it's not very difficult. Mainly, it's just quarter notes, and quavers. That's it. Afterwards, when you get to Instructor Mussolini, she teaches you shorter verses with no time in between raps, and that caught me off guard a bit.
Right? Yeah, she's a cool taskmaster. That one,
so,
right?
For the first song, you had 4/4 bars. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to throw in a 2/4 bar, and at some point, even just a random 1/4 bar.
That's actually kind of... So that's kind of interesting. So they're kind of actually throwing you kind of like learning aspects in regards to your timing, your raps and stuff. You're
Yes.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Absolutely.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah, so you learn that with Instructor Mussolini. And then afterwards, in the reggae song with Prince Flea Swallow, he teaches you quick repetition. And now all of a sudden, you've got semiquavers.
Yeah.
For like 7 semiquavers in a row. You just mash that triangle button, and it works for some reason.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I did that a lot in this game.
Yeah,
but yes, it does work in that round quite well by all accounts.
And then finally, when you're with Cheap Cheap and you're making a seafood cake for some reason, she is teaching you how to rap on offbeats.
Yeah, that was a hard one. That was a hard round.
I
found that, that was one of the hardest ones.
The hardest song in this entire game is the 5th song, the one when you're in queue to dump.
Yeah, that is
for the toilet. That was the most difficult song.
And it gets tougher, right?
Yes. Can I try to explain why?
Yeah.
Because it's even explained to you visually. You are kind of making your way through the row. You're rap battling all 4 of the instructors that you've seen at that point. Master Onion, Instructor Mussolini, Prince Flea Swallow, and Cheap Cheap. And each time you battle with one, you're presented with the rhythm mechanics that you had in their song.
Yes, exactly.
But now, all of a sudden, all 4 of them in one single song.
Right, yeah. So it's not easy to keep like a standard tempo, right? Because you're used to the first one and then the second one, and then it gets faster and
and then it's faster, and then it's on the offbeats for the final.
Yeah, exactly.
One.
Yeah, no,
the most difficult mechanic. It's smart.
It is.
It's smart, and it's so much better than what rhythm games are doing today, which is just play with the song. That's it. That's all rhythm games are doing today. Play with the song.
Right,
this was different. Sorry?
Have you seen, weird tangent, but have you seen that cool thing for people who are learning to play piano now?
No.
I think that's so cool. You know the mechanics like Guitar Hero in regards to lines coming down and you push the buttons, right? They're doing the same thing for key progressions. So you have a piano in front of you and a screen that goes the length of the piano, and then you get a song on, and you've got to hit the keys the same time the bar hits the key from the digital display. So they've kind of combined Guitar Hero aspects, but you're actually learning the chords and the notes and stuff.
Okay.
So if you follow the lines that come down on the screen, you can actually play the song. And then they also tie that off with they tell you which note and stuff you're playing at the same time. So they kind of turned piano playing into kind of like a Guitar Hero-esque thing, but you're actually learning the keys and the notes and stuff. You're not just
gamifying learning piano.
Compared to like
not
Guitar Hero,
opposed to that.
buttons.
I think the elitist classical musician in me is thinking, no.
Go
learn the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, right. I like it. I even watch videos. I can't play piano, as you know. But I watch videos and I think, wow, it's actually weirdly impressive to see how complex piano playing can be when you see all the notes coming down on the drop down bit, and you think, whoa,
piano playing can get
right. It's crazy.
I mean, this is a craft that's been coming along for centuries.
That's true.
Centuries.
It is It's crazy. It's like you can't really believe it, and like being able to visualize it is just another thing, which I think, whoa, those people are mental.
Yes.
Anyway, tangent by all accounts.
What's even older and more complicated than piano is the organ.
Yeah, because that's
Have you seen real professionals play the organ?
You're gonna have to correct me a little bit here. Do all organs have that double layer or not? Like the keys above and the keys below?
No, some organs have triple layers, and some even quadruple layers.
Yeah, I think I've seen that in the Phantom of the Opera. He has like a big ass one.
Yes.
That's
so the quadruple layers are the big fancy organs that fills a church. You've got 3 layers on top for your hands, and the 4th layer is at the bottom of your feet.
The pedals, or is there more complexity to that?
No, it's not pedals like in a piano to dampen the sound.
Yeah.
It's an actual piano at your feet.
No.
Yes. That's how organs work. That's how big organs work. So you're playing piano with your feet at the bottom, and you've got 3 layers of keys in front of you for your hands.
I've got a newfound respect for organ players. I didn't know that was a thing. That's crazy. That's
insane.
Crazy. I didn't know that. Cool. There you go. Facts that if you didn't know, there you go. We've hit you with some music knowledge.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that, like I said, now you've mentioned this to me, knowing that there's all those different things within music that, of course, I'm oblivious to. I'm just trying to play a catchy rhythm game, but it's always interesting what I'm learning whilst play, right? Isn't that what we're all looking for? That's really cool. I like that. Anything else audio-wise you want to share?
No, I just think even if you've not played PaRappa the Rapper, at least do yourselves the favor and go listen to some of the tracks, especially the
songs are actually pretty good. I was going to ask you, did you do what you normally do, and get Spotify and like listen to this whilst doing chores or whatever? You always say that in like the grand orchestral ones that you listen to it. Did you do it on this one?
Yes, of course I did.
Did you really?
Yes, the song with Instructor Mussolini.
Right, yeah. Goes hard whilst doing the washing or something, right?
And signal to the right.
That's great. That's crazy that somewhere on your Spotify like playlist is the PaRappa the Rapper soundtrack.
I'm
mixed
proud.
in with like really cool classical music, and then like
this game triggered something. This game was an event. I'm so angry I've not played PaRappa the Rapper.
Oh, I'm glad. So now, are you tempted by 2 now? I'm sure it's on the list. All hell.
Oh, hell yeah. List, if you can hear us, don't give us PaRappa the Rapper 2.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's right. I like it. Reverse psychology. Yeah,
don't do it, List.
No,
all hell the List.
We love Digimon games. You've given us so many. Give us loads more.
Yes.
No. Okay, so gameplay. Now, this is the thing. I gave this a 2 out of 10 because it's crap. I am so glad you said it took you a long time to do the onion guy, Mr. Chop Suey or whatever his name was.
It did.
I was going mad. Like I was just incompetent. I was like, am I supposed to press the things during the big star dots? Am I supposed to put it on the little dots?
What's going on here? What am I doing wrong?
I was going, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, old school games, this is what you get a score, but if you mess it up, the score goes down. It doesn't stay at the score you got. You get demerits. You lose points. And I'm like, I don't even know why I lost points. That sounded great. And it took me ages to work out how to do it.
You know why?
Why?
You know what you gotta do?
What?
You gotta believe!
Maybe I was learning. The brain's just expanding with knowledge. Whoa, I was learning all along. It was all about self-love and all the other things this game was trying to teach me. But I could not. Now, there was one mechanic in this which I thought was quite cool, is that they don't penalize you for freestyling, which I didn't know. Did you know that was on purpose, right?
Yeah, I also found out.
In
this week.
Yeah, it's nothing about just saying it once. If you want to say chop once, it's about when you say chop or going chop, right? That was kind of cool. Didn't help me in trying to actually complete these rhythm game things.
Yeah.
Now, I'll put it out there. I'm not good at rhythm games in general. I've got 2 left hands with like my 2 left feet. I'm just not good at them. A little simple ones, but when they start getting all complex and I got 17 different button progressions and stuff like that, I'm kind of like, I switch off and go, nope. And this was hard. I found this game hard. This game
was hard and
pushed me to my limits.
And inconsistent.
right? Thank God it's not just me. I thought it was just me again. I thought it was going to be one of those moments where you were about, no, but I completed the game in like 20 minutes. It was easy. And I'm like,
Easy.
What? So
No.
This was hard for you too.
I wouldn't. Hard. I don't.
There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy who couldn't ride a horse in Red Dead Redemption. He couldn't ride the horse in Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's point this out.
I couldn't because the horse is broken. It's not my fault.
No one else thinks the horse is broken on this planet.
The horse is broken. It's not a skill issue.
Yeah, it could be. But anyway, yeah, I could not do the bits in this game.
I get it. I do get it because it is. It's okay. It's simple on paper, right?
Yes.
Match the rhythm by pressing the buttons in time, and it's tricky and inconsistent. And even by the end of this game, after I finished it, I don't think I really figured out the timing yet.
Nor me. I only ever got like good marks. I never got cool. Or was it just cool was the top one, or was there more? Like
cool was the top one. Yes, it's cool, good, bad, awful.
Yeah, I just got good. I don't think I hit cool once.
Same.
I think I just coasted through every single one. Which is sad because ending the game with cool rank results later on, once you completed it once, gives you actually a special level ending. Which is sad because it unlocks a bonus mode with Catty Cat and Sunny Funny.
What?
I know, I didn't unlock it because I'm just dog water at this game. I just couldn't. But supposedly, if you can cool mode all the songs, you get a special ending at the end.
No way!
Right? Layers. Dual ending game. What's going on?
Whoa! I mean, what's the ending?
I didn't see it. I'm not good enough. Now, granted, this is after you complete it once.
You're not cool enough.
And then I'll give you this game a lot. After you do it once, it lets you freestyle and redo the games again, which is kind of cool in its own way. It gives you, it opens the rapping parameters of the game somewhat, that's
the rapping
cool. I like
parameters.
Nice, I like it.
Thank you.
I'm starting to believe.
You gotta.
Right, I just said that, and I literally just got Morpheus from Matrix and not PaRappa. He's starting to believe. Have you watched The Matrix? You're going to say no because I don't think you have.
I am going to say no. Are you ready for it?
Go on.
No.
What the? Who hasn't watched The Matrix? Anyway, you actually get another ending here. Now it looks incredibly difficult to get cool ranks on any of it. So
I can imagine. So you've looked it up.
I looked up when I was doing research, and I was wondering if there was a different ending because I thought, I couldn't even get close. Do you just get like a fireworks, like if you get cool on each one? But no, it has a special ending. I have not gone on YouTube to watch it though, because I'm not entirely sure.
I'm going to after this because now I'm curious. Because this game having multiple endings makes it even better.
Catty Cat was the only good character to me.
I
felt bad for PaRappa's dad as well. His son trashed his car the first night taking it out. That's crazy. The poor
Yes,
dad.
And he still had 59 more payments on it.
Yeah, that's right. And sorry, ladies and gents, bit of a weird narrative. How old would you say PaRappa the Rapper and his friends were?
A child. 11.
Right?
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, Joe Chin seems old enough to drive.
No, he did have PDF file vibes. I was like, what is going on? These look like kids eating burgers and just milkshakes. And this is a grown-ass man. This is a man.
This is a man just trying to impress this 11-year-old sunflower.
It was really that was a bit of a weird thing for me to like get kind of in my head because the sunflower's innocent, PaRappa's super innocent. There's the boxy box or what the hell his name is. And the cat. The cat's my favourite one. Katy Cat.
No, I get it. Katy Cat. Yes, I do get it. My favourite is PJ Berry.
Is that the sleeping guy?
Yes, that's the sleepy bear.
Okay, no,
Katy Cat drags away.
Yeah, that's true.
PaRappa and
right, a proper wingman. I did see that part, and I thought that was cool. Right, that was cool.
Yeah,
I liked that.
PJ Berry, he's got PaRappa's back. He's cool. He's down.
And wasn't he the DJ? He was the DJ in the last scene.
Oh, right? Hell yeah! Yes, he was the DJ.
Yeah, that's right. No,
because he's cool like that.
No, he's a good friend. That guy. There's no doubt. He was a cool friend.
My favorite part was after the first song when Joe Chin arrives with his big limo
Right. Yes.
And leather-plaid seats. And PJ Berry says, "Oh, it's the new limousine. It goes from 0 to 106,700."
Yeah.
And he kind of just mumbles the number.
Right, that's
it's
right.
So
that's
great.
Right.
It's so great. This game doesn't take itself seriously.
And it was the old school
best game I've ever played.
The old school cartoon where they were like, you sit in the back, and then the car just stretches to like 40 feet long, and yours is right at the back, so that he could again do the moves on the sunflower. Yeah. I know there is 90s charm to the game.
Just over this.
I'll give you that.
All over this. I don't know if it's just because I'm a millennial or a 90s, early 90s baby, but come on, it just works. It just works for me.
But can you picture today's gamers, the youngsters, the teenagers, the early 20s? Do you think they'd play this game, or would they be like, what in the hell is going on?
Absolutely not.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Not a chance.
But isn't it crazy that those kids now will say the same thing about Call of Duty in like 30 years' time when they're playing, I don't know, space simulation.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, they'll say, "Oh, I remember this, my favorite game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2." And they'll be like, and their kids will be like, "Oh, what's that? That's a crap game. You don't even have 3D
what? I think the generation's even more developed than Call of Duty. Call of Duty might have been 8 years ago. Now it's Roblox.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. I can't. Roblox makes
there
me
are
feel
kids
like
in high
an
school
old,
that
old
hang
man.
out in Roblox.
Yeah, I know. And now they're turning it into a dating simulator.
Ooh, no, okay. Pivot away. We're pivoting away.
Sorry.
That
Anything else gameplay you wanted to bring up or notice?
It's contradictory when I raise all of these bad points, but I say I still really enjoyed the gameplay. My entire playthrough, my head didn't stop bopping.
I agree. I was doing the same thing. It was hard not to bop. That's true.
I failed songs 10, 15 times. Yeah. My head did not stop bopping. It was so good, so great. I laughed out loud for some of the scenes. I'm not kidding.
Maybe I'm too British to laugh out loud.
I was literally lamowing.
Wow.
I was
so
ruffling.
You did have a good time. You were having a good time with it.
I had a great time with this. I had a
I'm kind of
really
happy.
great time with PaRappa.
I'm kind of glad like a game from my childhood made you, I don't know, smile or happy, because you're so much younger than I am. You're like ages younger, multiple years younger than I am. I'm so glad. It is kind of nice feeling, because it's kind of like a childhood thing for me, and now you play it and you're not like, this is boring. You kind of, it's nice to know that the cool things still hit right.
They do. This hit as right as it could for me.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Anything else gameplay wise?
We could move on to performance.
Again, it's a PlayStation 1 game, so it's really hard. You can't gauge loading times, because loading times were a thing. It did take a long time.
The loading time track, how nice was that?
Right? I did like I did like the was it please wait or whatever it said, just to remind me, okay, I gotta wait. That's nice. No, it was a good tune. And the text just slowly went across the screen to be like, okay, now I gotta relax my thumbs because of all this rapping. I needed the timeout. So performance, I thought it was fine. You can't really hate it. What did you have any performance issues?
No, but there's an interesting case that I read. So, of course, obviously, this is an original PS1 game, and on the PlayStation 1, on the original hardware, it ran smoothly. Load times were manageable, and the visuals really stuttered. Yeah. But I heard that for subsequent versions...
The remaster and the re-release.
Yes, the remaster and the re-release on the PSP and the PS4.
That's right.
That had some input lag.
Isn't that crazy? How does modernizing it to a newer console cause it to run worse? I've never...
I don't know. I've no idea. But I can't think of a worse genre to have input lag.
Yeah, to have lag. That's true. That would drive you mad. You're absolutely right. That would drive you insane.
Yes, it would.
But yeah, granted, luckily I played the old one, just like you, right? You played the original,
yes,
right?
the PS1 version.
I'd like to say I did it on my PlayStation 1 with the original disc.
Oh, yes, we definitely did.
Of course we did, yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, anything else performance-wise? Should we go to value for money? Because this, I think also scored a big difference.
There's a big difference in our value for money.
This is the big difference.
Before we move on to value for money, my last thing for performance was, I think because the gameplay was so sometimes inconsistent, it's making me think it might be a performance issue, like an input issue.
I agree.
Because it's so inconsistent. It doesn't make sense that the game is inconsistently coded.
Right. Now, I like that narrative better because that means it's not my fault for being bad at these games.
Yes.
It's the game itself. And it needs patching, fault. Right? It's the game's fault.
Yes, my thumbs are sweaty. The coding is inconsistent.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't get cool on every stage, right? It's the input lag and stuff. Yeah. Yes. I agree entirely. You're completely right. That was entirely
Now we can move on to value for money.
Now, this is the biggest discrepancy because I gave it a 2 and you gave it a 7.
I did.
Okay, now, my 2 is because if you are as good as I am at this game, it took about an hour to complete. If you're actually good at this game, it probably takes about 20 minutes.
Yes, I think 20 minutes is accurate if you're good at this game. If this is your first time, I think this might have taken me a tad longer than an hour.
Yeah, I'm not saying like exactly 60 because I did fail a few times, but it wasn't long. It was a short amount of time.
So this is an incredibly short game. I'm not saying it isn't. It is a very short game. It can be completed anything between from 20 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
But the replay value is so incredibly strong through freestyling and score chasing, trying to get that cool score. Once you hear on the playground, if you get a cool score for each song, you get a different ending with Katie Cat and Sunny Funny.
That's true.
I'm running home to get that cool score.
See, this is where you and I disagree, right? I'd agree with that whole premise if there was more than like 5 tracks.
6.
6, sorry. If there was
7
more than
technically.
Okay, 7 tracks. If there was more than 7 tracks, because that's the whole Guitar Hero aspect and all the other games that came out before. So I get the gameplay and the leaderboard chasing and all the other things with it. But there's 7. There's only so many times you can go back to this game and go, oh yay, chop chop and boom boom and stuff like that.
You know what?
For me, there's only a certain amount of times you can actually do that.
I agree with you, but it's because we're thinking with our adult brains.
That's true.
Let's take it back. Let's take it back and think with our 10-year-old brains. Did you have a certain episode of a certain cartoon that you just could not stop watching, that you would just watch over and over and over? And if this specific episode was on TV, you would sit and watch, no matter if it was the 10th or 100th time you've seen it.
Yeah, I'd say I probably did that, with a few cartoons. But yeah, I agree. I
think most of us did.
Yeah,
and I think that this is what that was for loads of kids.
The only thing I can counter that with, though, is at 10, when this came out, I was playing Final Fantasy VII.
Damn. Okay.
Right, which is 8? Hours and hours long. It was a lot of reading and stuff like that and all that. But it's hard for me not to be in that same era when I was a PlayStation 1 kid, where I'm playing, the world is dying, there's weapons, there's Sephiroth and all the other things. And then I'm, gotta believe. I still like the game. But, again, I remember going to Blockbuster Videos. I used to rent out, just like most kids that age, Tekken, Soul Calibur. Strangely enough, I used to rent out a game called Monster Rancher, which not a lot of people know about. But yeah, I was mainstream. Mainstream was arcade fighting games at that time. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
I just
Street
can't.
Fighter
I can't.
2 or something.
But do you think there's more longevity in here because you appreciate the music and the whole background of music that you have? That's adding points to it because, it's something else you already love. You love music. Games that incorporate music, that's got to be a big plus, no?
That is a very good point, and I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, which is fine, which is cool, which is great, because this is what gamers and gaming's supposed to be about. We all have different tastes and loves and stuff like that.
Yes. But also, we have this inherent. We have a different perspective on value for money. And we have since we've started this podcast.
Oh, easy, yeah, definitely.
Where you would chase a game that gives you time for your money.
Yeah, agreed.
Where I think I would like to chase a game that gives me, for lack of a better word, value for my money.
Yeah.
And value, I would see this game as value. It's short, yes. But what I got out of that 20 minutes,
that's what I thought. What you take away from it, right?
Anywhere else.
I get it.
The songs are great. The visuals are original. The characters are racist.
They are. It's good old 90s vibes for you.
Yes. I do find value in this.
Yeah, no, I do get it. And let's face it, back in the day, this game was on the top 10 lists and was selling, and it did all right because a lot of people thought exactly the way you did. A lot of people fell in love with the magic, the atmosphere, the music, and everything about it. So, in fact, you're the most, you're data-wise, you're actually the most common variant. Most people do love this game, enjoyed playing it. And love to, again, there's the nostalgia of revisiting it for a lot of people. You can get this game as a remaster for $15 on the PlayStation Network right now. If you're lucky enough to own it on the physical disc, like the original PlayStation 1 Black Label and all that hoo-ha, right? It was actually kind of a low manufacturing rate for it. So that disc right now, even secondhand, it's like $100 to $150.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Really kind of like a sought after, like, nostalgic game people want in their collections.
That was going to be my second point. For collectors of gaming history, this is essential.
That's true. And like I said, this could be argued as the original rhythm game. Which is, like, collector-wise, that's a big, that's a jackpot, right?
Exactly. It's in the same camp as Symphony of the Night and Dark Souls.
Exactly. No, I agree. It's just, again, for me, it's just it's like 30 minutes long, and it's back in the day it would have been like I don't know, $30. I can't remember what games were back in 1997, but they weren't cheap. Like I know that. Again, I cannot myself split up Final Fantasy VII, which I got same year, and this game, and if I were to compare them as a child, I'd have been, this game's like 30 minutes, and my mate Peter, he's still playing on the first disc of Final Fantasy, right?
You're not wrong at all.
Yeah. What it is. That's okay. That's how we liked it. What did we score this bad boy then?
Okay, right. So our scores for PaRappa the Rapper were sitting in a diner one day. They're all having a big old milkshake. How nice! When all of a sudden Joe Chin comes in and fights some bullies. He comes and shows off his cars to a sunflower chick and her friends. And later in the evening, we go and have a big old dance party at the club. When all of a sudden, they look inward and see that they weren't scores for PaRappa the Rapper, but they were actually Boxy Box this whole time. And Boxy Box is the retrograde rating of C-.
Wow, your stories are getting more flamboyant as we get on, the more episodes we do. Are you writing these down or pulling them out your ass now? Because I feel like this is writing down now.
No, this still smells like bum.
Like I feel like you're just nostalgically, because when we become big and famous and stuff like that, they're gonna want the original scripts of all your stories in regards. So you're writing it down as like a big tomb in regards to the original. Ending scoring mechanism.
The scoring story of PaRappa the Rapper.
Right. So C-, which I think
C-, which is too low. Damn it!
No, it's
yes, it's too low.
It does hurt me that it's the same score we gave WWE 2025 or how.
Right, this is A+ territory.
Not A+. Never A+. Are you out of your mind?
A++.
That would be the first A+.
It would.
Can you imagine if PaRappa the Rapper was the first A+ game we gave in regards to God of War and Claire Obscure and all that? We gave PaRappa the Rapper the A+. Not in my world, we don't.
Fine.
It is what it is. It's a good game. If you like those types of games.
It's a great game. I had a ball with PaRappa the Rapper. I'm so glad that the list gave us PaRappa the Rapper. I'm very thankful. All hail the list.
No, it is cool. It's always good to go down nostalgia, and that's why we did this. This is why we have the randomized AI list that becomes sentient for some reason now. We don't know why. Be careful, everyone. So that we can go down these things. Because in theory, you'd have never played this game, right?
No, I wouldn't have.
Never played.
I wouldn't have at all. And that's one of the main reasons I started this podcast, was to find and relive these games.
Exactly.
It's so great.
It is fun to dive into a little mixing pot of things and unknown and stuff like that. No, it is. So C-, not too bad, not too shabby.
No, it should have been A++.
No, you're wrong. But it's fine.
But anyway,
you're young. You're allowed to be wrong.
God, thank you. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Critical Arcade Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Share? What am I forgetting?
Taste.
Paste.
There. Yes,
remember to cut and all of those things. I don't know. There's like 10 different things that you can do with these things online.
Exactly. There's like 20 and then there'll be 30. God knows what. Yeah. Just do all of them.
Remember to embed this episode.
Right, and put it on your MySpace. And
do it.
Right? Is that even around anymore? But do it.
No.
Oh, I feel old again.
Dave, where can we follow you?
Well, if you do follow me, I happen to have befriended and became best buddies, but I know personally, what's his name? Joe Chin?
Joe Chin.
Which is a great name, by the way. I got to give him props to that. It was a great name.
It's so good. It's so
and
good. This game knows what's up.
Just like every reality TV show here, I will make a TV show where you've been married to him, and then you have to spend the rest of your life just listening to him blather on. I don't know what he blathers on about, but I just know there's lots of text boxes when he's ever on screen. And you'll have to just hang out with Joe Chin and his massive mandible.
No, I don't think he even knows what he's blathering on about.
No, but if what was it, Sunny Flowers, or what the hell her name is? If
Funny.
she doesn't like him, then know what he mustn't be good. Right? Because she's a PaRappa the Rapper type of girl. So yeah, you'll be perpetually married. Now granted, now I think about it, Joe Chin did seem to have a lot of money.
Ooh, right? That's a
this
good
might not
point.
This might not be the worst punishment.
You can pretend to like Joe Chin, become Mrs. Chin, and then divorce for half of his earnings.
Yeah, at least half of that limo, which that was a pretty expensive limo.
Yeah, pull a Bezos and just...
Damn it, I'm not entirely sure if this is a good enough punishment. Somebody could work this into something magical, really, by all accounts. But it is what it is. If you want to live with Joe Chin for the rest of your life, by all means, find me out and about. If not, then keep away. Avoid me, by all accounts.
Don't follow Dave or Joe Chin. Rather, tune in for next week. Dave, what have we got lined up for then?
Next week, it's a game that I've played a lot of the older ones. I don't think you ever have. Have you played the... You played one of them.
I played the remake of the first one.
That's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. Well, if you don't know what it is yet, it's a game coming out very soon, I believe, in the next week or so, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
It's Mafia, the Old Country.
Hell yeah.
And being a big fan of The Godfather and Casino and all the other mafioso type movies, this is right down my alley, and hopefully they do a good job, because we could do with a good Mafia game right now, to be honest with you.
Hangar 13 needs to be redeemed, because apparently this is going to take place before all the Mafia games, back when the Mafia was still situated in Sicily. So,
yeah, I think that's kind of cool, true, because I don't know much of that history, and I might be able to learn, hopefully. Come on, be a good game. We could do with just this. The Mafia does need to survive. I really want it to be
looking like a good game.
Yeah. So yeah, tune in if you want to see what the latest is on the newest Mafia game is.
Tune in next week if you want to hear more about Mafia, the Old Country, and Critical Arcade. We'll see you then. Cheers.
Cheers.